Have you ever had a child missing for any length of time? Even if you're unable to see a child in a supermarket for just a few minutes, the anxiety can be overwhelming. It's natural for children at any age to seek freedom from their parents. Is this true for you?
I want to live my life closer to thee.
Have you ever felt like you were running away from something? Maybe it was a job opportunity that you thought would be a little too challenging. Perhaps it was a relationship that you didn't know if you could commit to. No matter where you're running from or where you're running to, one thing is always true: God is with you. Many figures from the Bible have realized that they couldn't be separated from God's presence. From Jonah, who prayed to God as he was sinking to the bottom of the sea, to the disciples who were in awe when Jesus came walking to them on water, it's clear that we can't be where God is not. Psalm 139, verse 7, presents this question: Where shall I go from your spirit? Or where shall I flee from your presence? Well, the answer comes in verse 8. If I ascend to heaven, you are there. If I make my bed in Sheol, you are there. Where can we flee from God's presence? Nowhere. And do we want the answer to be anything else? What about the days you're ashamed of yourself? What about the days when you're filled with anger? Do you want to be near God every day? Adam and Eve hid from God when they felt the shame of their sin. When Peter first realized that Jesus was more than just a man, he fell to his feet and said, "Depart from me, for I am a sinful man, O Lord." When we realize who God is compared to who we are, a natural response is fear. God is powerful, perfect, and always present. We're weak, sinful, and so often absent when others need us most. Why would God want to be near any of us? Why would He want to come near to such imperfect creatures other than to judge us? The Word became flesh and made His dwelling among us, St. John writes in the first chapter of his gospel. Jesus made His home with us so that we might be saved. He dealt with the pain of being close to those who judged, beat, and crucified Him. Now our resurrected Savior has chosen to stay with His redeemed. And we thank God that He will not run away from us. Pray with me. Heavenly Father, thank you for your presence. I confess that I have days when I don't want you near. Change my heart. Help me to long for your presence. Help me to realize your love and forgiveness daily. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Thanks for joining us. If you're seeking services for symptoms of mental illness, please talk to your primary doctor or a health professional. Don't have one? Consider one of the resources listed here to find help. And God's peace to you.